Hello everybody, we are here with a timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with the highest good. What was coming through in the pre-shuffle that was sticking out to me was the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Swords. Starting off with this King of Wands. There could be something that you're waiting on doing because Temperance was on the bottom of the deck, so this can mean like not taking action yet. I'm also seeing a Tower coming out. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so this can mean something ending abruptly. It can be something that you were in the middle of doing. Okay. Even though the Tower is falling, I am seeing the Fool be involved here. So this is like a very quick startup of something. So you just being open to this right now. Because I don't know like what exactly this Tower is for you, but you could have had plans of like, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this that way, or like looking for a certain opportunity and thinking you were going to take it, thinking that the opportunity would be there, that you'd be able to do something. But having the Tower, I feel like your plans got... Something is happening where whatever you were planning, I don't want to say your plans got messed up, like maybe what your agenda was, you're seeing it as being messed up. But to have the Fool here, this is saying that like you're being redirected into something else, and the best thing that you can do right now is just be open to that, even though not everything is going according to how you had thought it would be. This is about not allowing that to hold you back from seeing the beauty, opportunity, and spontaneity of this chapter for you, even if it's not exactly how you thought. This is actually better balanced for you. I'm seeing the Fool and Justice. So this means that you get to start things in a way where you feel like it really agrees with you, and maybe something was going on before that was out of alignment, that now there's kind of this clean slate where things are aligned. Like having Justice here can be Justice and the Fool. It can be like, I didn't realize that we would get to this point or how we would get here, and I feel like I somehow was sort of like carried into this situation, in this position where I'm finding myself. To have Justice be here, this is like having an opportunity for you to start off things in the right way. And Tower only comes through because something wasn't aligned anyway. It's just a balancing of nature. I'm also hearing practices. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is here. Seeing you just like taking all of this in right now, connected with this new chapter. There may be a part of you that like you didn't want the Tower to happen, because the Tower can be difficult to move through. Like you could have been trying to do all you could to sort of stop this thing from happening, but I'm getting that the Tower's just bigger. It's bigger than all of us. It's like a karmic tower, you know? You can't really stop the energy from happening. It needs to rebalance itself. So as much as I'm seeing you had been like having King of Wands here and also the Seven of Wands, it's like really trying to hold this thing up so it doesn't collapse, but it's like it ended up happening regardless. It ended up happening anyway. But you could have been trying to not have it happen. But now that it has happened, you can open yourself up to be in a place where you're like, okay, well, what now? Because I'm seeing you be definitely in a different spot now than you had been before. Like the ground looks different. So what are you going to do with that? It seems like this is fertile ground for you to build something solid, but you have to figure out like what that is that you want to be making here. You may also want to look into like why the tower happened, because it can tell you that you may have been trying to build something and doing so in a way that it needed to be rebalanced. So if you take the time looking at this, you can see what you can like correct next time so you don't have to go through the tower. There's a little bit of like unrest is the way that I'm seeing this here. Like you have a new beginning, but you may not feel completely like fine with it. To have the Five of Wands here, like you may still feel unsettled, but I'm getting that what I'm seeing is that it's kind of like you're owed having some sort of space or break, and that was like the right thing to happen within this situation, but you may be like fighting that. Like fighting this period of the Four of Swords, which is like more of a resting period. This is something where you are right now, you're probably going to make more like bigger moves that are more decisive, and there's not going to be a lot of little movements. It's going to be like bigger moves that you're making, but with space in between and like rest in between. So there's this like energy of you being more deliberate. What I'm seeing too is that I'm hearing leaving your mark. I'm seeing that this is an opportunity with the Fool and the Emperor for you to start something off where like this is going to be your legacy basically that you're building into, and doing so like starting it off right. And whatever was happening before, it seems like it wasn't. So you could have been trying to do this all along, but there was some issue with how things were going before, and I'm seeing that like naturally things have corrected themselves, and so you're actually in the correct spot now. It's like you were trying to get something to run and you kept having like hitches, there kept being issues, and then like the whole thing ends up sort of collapsing, but I'm seeing it like puts you right back on track. So I'm seeing you be very much on track here. But there may be something about this that maybe you still feel a type of way because you were like, I tried to do everything I could to avoid the tower from happening, but it's like it was out of your hands. It needed to be corrected. So this is the time to just like move with the flow of energy, and I'm seeing that's going to be very helpful for you. Also, you want to ask yourself, like, what is your intention here for what you're trying to build? Because it seems like the bricks that you lay down now are going to be lasting ones. So what do you want that to build up into for yourself? Accepting where you are is going to be very helpful for you if you can get to that place. It's going to make this adjustment a lot easier, okay? All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.